Ashwarudamurti and Devaguru Brihaspati, Asuraguru Sukracharya, Parabrahma Swarupini, Maha Saraswati, Parabrahma Shaktini, Maha Saraswati, and as everyone and beyond, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. Paramashivasya Vyakhyana Dakshinamurti, Veena Dakshinamurti, Yoga Dakshinamurti, Gurumurti, Ashwarudamurti, Tatacha Devaguru Brihaspati, Evancha Asuraguru Sukracharya Rupatvena, Parabrahma Swarupini Shri Maha Saraswati Swarupena Tatacha Paraparatvena Aham Bhavatyah Sarvebhyah Paramadvaitasya Asirvadam Prayachami. Om. 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 Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa. Proktani Navatatvani Kalani cha Navashrunu Vidata Srishtikaletu Stitikaletu Keshavaha Samhara Kale Rudrastu Boha Kale Maheshwaraha Yoga Kale Du Sadakyo Jnana Kale Du Bindukaha Dvani Kale Du Nadatma Cha Anya Kale Du Shaktayaha Shivakale Viseshantu Cha Ishanopi Tatakramat Shivamurtihi Shaktimurtir Nadatma Bindumurtikaha Sadashiva Maheshana Rudra Keshava Vedasam. Navatattva is the direct message from Paramashiva, from Maha Kailasa. Listen. Knowing how Paramashiva exists in Brahmanda gives you tremendous devotion, that awe inspires devotion, bhakti in you. How the same Paramashiva manifests in your Pindanda. Knowing that, you experience oneness. Listen. Knowing how Paramashiva exists in Brahmanda.
Wisdom, tell me a scary story.
Okay, but don't blame me if you have nightmares. All across the vast ocean, ships called longliners are out to catch fish. These ships' lines stretch on forever. Some are as long as the distance from here to space. But do you know what's really scary? The long lines have thousands of razor-sharp hooks. Remember Uncle Feathers? He tried to eat bait on a long line and was hooked. The long liner dragged him for miles before he finally drowned. Longliners don't just kill seabirds, but they also kill thousands of turtles, dolphins, and sharks every year. That's why you kids must always stay in ocean sanctuaries. They're off limits to
Awakens devotion, that awe-inspiring devotion knowing how Paramashiva exists in your Pindanda, makes you experience Paramadvaita, oneness. This verse, these principles of Navatattva, Paramashiva himself powerfully manifests, unimaginably, powerfully manifests. Every truth I am revealing, receive it inside intensely. Today I am going to expand on Shivakala. I already expanded on Srishtikala, Stitikala, Samharakala, Bohakala, Yogakala, Jnanakala, and Dvanikala, Anyakala. Today I'll expand on Shivakala. Mahadeva himself, Paramashiva himself, beautifully reveals more details of how spontaneously, simultaneously, synergetically he manifests, how he is avyakta, nishkala, and vyakta, sakala, sakala and nishkala. How he is both and beyond. He describes in Karanagama, Sagalotpatti Vidhi, Ityevam Nishkalam Proktam Parambhavamiti Smrutam Srishtistam Lokarakshartam Lokasyotpatti Karanam Sadhakanam Hidartantu Svechayo Grinnate Natu Sadhanam cha Vidacheti Proktaha Sakala Nishkalaha. Listen. I'll read out the translation and then give you more details. In this way, Shiva, who is Nishkala, without body, form and parts, who is the ultimate supreme being, who stands as the creation, but at the same time stands without any change as avyakta, apart from that which is created in the creation. Listen to this word. He is the material cause. He is the instrumental cause of the universe. He assumes the means, instrument, like a body, deity, yantra, divya sarira, archavatara, yantra swarupa, and manifesting himself for the sake of protection of the universe, for the sake of the welfare of the spiritual seekers and devotees, but not for his own interest, not by his own personal wish, and not accidentally. Such means instrument for manifesting himself is said to be of two types of sakala and nishkala. Listen.
就是这个别人看不起的小技能，我靠它偷偷在家赚生活费。不管你要不要学 AI 视频，我都建议你先把下方链接的课程领取了。如果你也在每天为了几百块的加班费拼命工作，那这个零基础的
He exists as avyakta, unmanifest. You can't say unmanifest is formless or form. The very idea of form, formlessness, exists in manifest. Even when people say, oh, we connect with the God directly formless, what will you connect? Whatever you think as a formless is all space, sky, emptiness. But all of that also is your mind's construct, your visualization. So anything which you can be visualized is form. Beyond even the extension of your visualization. See, when I say extension of your visualization, it's like you have seen an elephant and you visualize the elephant with one trunk. Extension of visualization means same elephant you try to visualize with 3 faces, 3 trunk. That is extension of visualization. Whether your visualization or extension of visualization, it is form. Whatever you imagine as formless also is form. That is why I say, the avyakta, nishkala swarupa of Paramashiva, Suddha Shiva, you can't say he has a form and he does not have a form. He is he. What you call using the words always have dvandva, duality. The moment you say good, there is bad. The moment you say 1, there is 2. The moment you say right, there is wrong. The moment you say this, that is there. He is nishkala. Listen. But spontaneously, simultaneously, without losing his nishkalatva, he manifests as sakala also. Sakala also he manifests. I sincerely recommend all my disciples to read Brahma Sutra Srikanta Bhashyam. It's one of the beautiful book. If you read that book, I guarantee you will experience Paramashiva Bhakti and Paramadvaita. Especially after listening to my satsangs and getting initiated, if you read that, it will just go inside you so deeply. I initiate all of you into that Shastra Adhyayana, scripture reading, Brahma Sutra Srikanta Bhashya. There's a beautiful verse in Sanskrit. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Srikan Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha means Shankara himself came down as Shankaracharya. Keshava, Vishnu himself came down as a Vyasa. Vishnu came down as a Vyasa and wrote the sutras, Brahma Sutras. Shankara came down as a Shankaracharya and wrote Bhashya. It says Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. I can say with all my confidence, Srikandam Srikantacharyam Srikanta Paramashiva came down as Srikantacharya, Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Srikandam Srikantacharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Srikantacharya is direct manifestation of Srikanta Paramashivam. From Mahakailasa, Srikanta Paramashivam manifests all the agamas, reveals all the agamas. The same Paramashiva as Srikanta, who manifested all the agamas, came down as Srikanta Shivacharya, Srikantacharya, and revealed Brahma Sutra Srikanta Bhashyam. I want you to read Srikanta Bhashyam. The translation is available in Tamil, English, in all languages. You just need to Google, that's all. Now what I am explaining, you will get deeper and deeper understanding.
他一定要做短影音吗？
我跟你说，如果我是你的竞争对手呢，我一定会叫你不要做，因为做短影真的太赚钱啦。现在市场上有很多新创品牌，不管是在卖产品。
Anubhuti comes by Shaktipada and Shaktinipada. Living the Anubhuti is a competence you need to build. Not losing the Anubhuti given by the Guru, you need to build a competence, competent body and mind to receive it and store it. So, when you find time, I know you won't find time, so make time. Every night, just read one sutra before falling asleep. That's enough. You will celebrate the Paramashiva's existence with so much joy. in this verse, this is actually from Karanagama, Paramashiva reveals how he exists, why he exists. Ityevam nishkalam proktam parambhavam iti smrutam srishtistam lokarakshartam lokasyotpatti karanam sadhaganam hidartandu swachchayo grinnate natuhu sadhanam cha vidacheti prokta sakala nishkalaha. Actually, this verse has two-layer meaning. Paramashiva explains how he is unmanifest, unmanifesting, why, how he is unmanifest, unmanifest, and also he explains why the beyond form unmanifest Paramashiva assumes deity from Archavatara. He explains that also. He gives answer to multiple questions. Some of the fundamental questions, primary questions. Why this universe? Why the formless God assumes form? Why the unmanifest manifests? About all that, he gives deep, powerful, sacred secrets. He is not giving answers. Be very clear. He is sharpening your curiosity to get into conscious access to his existence. Listen. He is not satisfying your intellect. People sometimes ask me, how do you know? Agamas are directly revealed by Paramashiva. How do you know? It's not written by some Pandit and attributed to Paramashiva. Hey. When a Pandit answers, how he will answer, I know. There will be always the delusion covering the Pandit's answers. They will try to divert. They will try to show they know more than you. They will try to only somehow manage the situation. They will try to give you the answer which you cannot oppose at that moment. But when Paramashiva gives answer, he sharpens your buddhi, and focuses it, gives you conscious access to the superconscious happening. He makes your conscious being to have conscious access to his superconscious existence. That is why I am absolutely clear. Agamas are revealed by Paramashiva directly. I can guarantee it. At least a person who is in that Paramashiva space, who is no more an individual, whose body, mind, whole being is directly used by Paramashiva. That is why this answer Paramashiva gives about his existence, he is not giving some intellectual answer. He is sharpening your intelligence and pushing your to have conscious experience of him.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images,
इत्येवं निष्कलं प्रोक्तं परं भावमिति स्मृतं सृष्टिस्तं लोकरक्षार्थं लोकस्योत्पत्तिकारणं साधकानां हितार्थं तु स्वच्छया गृह्णतेन तु साधनं च द्विता चेति प्रोक्तः सकलनिष्कलः. Listen. Paramashiva, in his avyakta, unmanifest form, he decides to manifest. He is the material cause, instrumental cause. These two different. That is, material cause and instrumental cause. That word you need to understand. In Vedanta, we have that Katanyaya, means some Vedanta Sampradayas say Parabrahma is like a clay and your ego is the potter, makes the pot. Some Vedanta Sampradayas say Parabrahmam is the potter. Clay is the Maya. And potter makes the pot. The world is the pot. But Paramashiva clearly reveals, hey, material, the clay, instrumental cause, the potter's energy which makes the universe, both is me. He demolishes the Maya Vata or Ekanma Vata, different sects of Vedanta. In one answer, he makes it clear, hey, I am the material cause, I am the instrumental cause. Means in the pot, I am the clay, I am the clay, and I am the potter whose energy makes the pot. Paramashiva is such he is not interested in diverting you, entertaining you in some useless theories. He is not interested in intellectually engaging with you. He is interested in consciously giving you experience. He says very clearly. The material cause, clay. As far as the pot is concerned, the clay. Instrumental cause, the potter who makes the pot, is energy. As long as his energy, which made the clay into pot, stays, the pot remains in the shape of pot. If higher energy which he used to make the pot enters on the pot loses its shape. Listen. potter puts certain energy, he makes certain forces and makes the clay into pot. It stays as a pot till all the energy he put is intact. If there is a higher energy, then the energy he put impacts that pot, pot loses its form. Sometimes no energy need to affect. The time, kala, is the energy, takes away the instrumental causes energy. The energy potter put in making the pot, due to the time, time is a power, time is a living, alive energy. So that takes away the energy put by the potter, so pot loses its form. This is one of the very famous Nyaya explained in Vedanta Shastras.
在 Rajak 你可以轻松整合各部门资料，包括业务订单、客服信、采购。
Here Paramashiva breaks all the parts. He makes it clear, hey, I am the material cause, clay. I am the instrumental cause of this whole universe. The next statement he makes is the wonderful thing. If you take clay from a lake and make a pot, that amount of clay is removed from the lake. Here he says, no. Even though I decide to manifest as this universe, nothing is removed from my existence because I spontaneously exist as avyakta and vyakta. That is what is precisely in Navatattva he says, I am not existing at different times. All the kala, Navakala, is spontaneous, simultaneous. Actually, spontaneously your heart is beating, pumping the blood. Your lungs are breathing. Your brain is trying to grasp what I am saying. Your ears are processing the words. Your tongue is feeling the deep sweetness because of the way you are enjoying the darshan, the deep devotion and joy. Everything is happening in you spontaneously, simultaneously, synergetically. Just to process the information, I am wearing white dress with white and red lotus garland and talking about the Paramashiva, Navatattva. Your brain need to process billions of bits of information to give you this understanding. Your brain need to process billion bits of information. The whole thing is happening simultaneously, spontaneously, synergetically. Because that is the way Paramashiva exists in Brahmanda. That is the way Paramashiva exists in your Pindanda. He says very clearly, I manifest, he manifests as the universe. And even he manifests as deities. not for any of his personal wish. He does not feel, oh, let people pour all the milk, ghee, Panchamrita, do Abhishekam to me. There's no personal wish. Same way, not that accidentally manifested, no. Out of Anugraha, grace. Beautifully uses the word Srishtistam Lokarakshartham. Grace. Here in Navatattva he says, Shivakale Viseshantu cha Ishanobi. Due to his Anugraha, is grace, liberating energy. He manifests as a Shakti, Dvani, Nada means Nada is the Dvani, Nadatma, Nada, Bindu, Maheshwara, Rudra, Vishnu, Brahma. Listen, from his south face, Agora, if he manifests as Shakti, it will be Kali, ferocious, because that south face is specifically doing the Samhara job. But he says, I manifested from Ishana. For liberating, I manifested. That is why he puts the word specifically, Ishana. Kale Viseshantu cha Ishanopi Tatakramat. Out of the grace, he manifests. He is the material cause, he is the instrumental cause, and nothing is reduced because he manifested as universe. Get your Atmalinga. Now, I'll conduct a unique process. I'll give the revelations from this Paramashiva's direct verses, direct words. That will be powerful cognition and enlightenment process. Shaktipada and Shaktinipada, both. I'll give you a few minutes. Get the Atmalinga and sit. Let's start.
立即透过 GoDaddy 起步，只要你有梦想，就能开始打造。无论任何想法。
चलो 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 रे चलो 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 रे சொல்ல ஒரு வார்த்தையை காண பித்து கொண்டது கண்கள் காணுகின்ற யாவையும் அவன் ரூபமானது
பாப்பா பாப்பா மருதானே பாப்பா மாமா மாமா மருதானே பாப்பா 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 மருதானே பாப்பா மாமா மாமா மருதானே பாப்பா மாமா மகரி மகரி சாசானே
கண்கள் மூடினாலும் கனவில் வந்து நித்தியன் நித்திரை தராமல் என தொல்லை தந்து கண்கள் மூடினாலும் கனவில் வந்து நித்தியன் நித்திரை தராமல் என தொல்லை தந்து மிக அக்கறையுடனே என் சித்தம் தெளிய அக்கறையுடனே என் சித்தம் தெளிய சொப்பனத்தில் நல்லதொரு ஞானம் தந்தவன் என் சொப்பனத்தில் நல்லதொரு ஞானம் தந்தவன் நித்தியதை கண்டது முதல் பேதை முதல் பித்து கொண்டது கண்கள் காணுகின்ற யாவையும் அவன் ரூபமானது கண்டது முதல் பேதை மனம் பித்து கொண்டது கண்கள் காணுகின்ற யாவையும் அவன் ரூபமானது கொஞ்சம் மொழியால் என்னை பக்கம் அழைப்பான் சென்றவுடன் இல்லை என்று மாற்றி உதைப்பான் கொஞ்சம் மொழியால் என்னை பக்கம் அழைப்பான் சென்றவுடன் இல்லை என்று மாற்றி உதைப்பான் எப்படி உரைத்தால் என்ன நித்தியனவன் உளம் கவர்ந்தான் செப்படி வித்தை செய்தால் என்ன பித்தனவன் அன்பால் அணைத்தான் என்னை பித்தன